There are many games that set standards or helped improve the structure and gameplay of their genre. Among them is one that was produced by Nintendo, the acclaimed Mario Kart. It was created with the purpose of enriching the racing game subgenre and fulfilled both conditions mentioned above. To do this, it used its most famous franchise, Super Mario Bros., and a recently created game, F-Zero. From this fusion of two genres, Mario Kart was born. It wasn't the first sports spin-off from the Mario universe, that was Mario Golf, but it certainly became the most popular of them all. To begin with, it's a game created for the Super Nintendo, released in 1992 in Japan, and as usual a year later in America. That generates hype, not like now, when you already know the exact release date for every little pixel added to each game. It is the first of that legendary series that has become a part of every Nintendo console release to date. The game was born from the idea of creating a two-player F-Zero. After many attempts with uncharismatic characters, they decided to use the Mario characters, resulting in a racing game that uses Mode 7 to display the track graphics, but with the charm of the Red Plumber and his crew. A very wise decision, given that this game is the third best-selling title on the Super Nintendo, as well as being one of the highest rated in industry history. To start, there is no story, as if that mattered in a Mario game. Besides, it would be very complicated to explain how the villain competes sportingly against his nemesis. So it was a great idea and not to try to explain that kind of thing and just throw you straight into the game. The only focus is to deliver polished and fun gameplay. Since it's an adaptation of the Mario universe in a go-kart mode, it takes all the structure and worlds from Super Mario World, the most recent game at the time. Many images and enemies are directly copied from it, and many locations are adapted into racetracks, though not all. The creators took the liberty of creating original places for the game, providing a familiar yet new environment, giving us a total of 20 tracks, each with its own charm and difficulty. The game is divided into two main modes. A single-player mode, which has two sub-modes, one called Mario GP, where you compete in cups and earn points based on your finishing position. After completing a circuit of 5 races, you either win the cup or not. The second is Time Trial, where you can practice each track and improve your times. In two-player mode, there are several types of competitive games. This is the only game in the series where you could only play with 2 people due to hardware limitations. Later entries would allow 4 to 8 players on the same couch. The game features 8 selectable characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses that balance the competition. This is especially noticeable with the character you choose, not with the CPU-controlled ones. They are divided into pairs. The Brothers Group, composed of Mario and Luigi. They are the most balanced racers, with medium acceleration, high speed, and medium weight. The Dinosaur and the Princess, composed of Yoshi and Princess Peach. They are very agile racers but have medium top speed and tend to skid a lot on turns. Good for beginners. The Showdown, made up of the heaviest characters in the game, Bowser and DK Jr. They are slow racers, but have a high top speed once they get going. They are very good when you master the game because they hardly skid. The Little Team, made up of Toad and a Koopa. They're the easiest to control and have good acceleration, but their low weight makes them easily knocked off the track, and they aren't very fast. All these competitors can be chosen in any mode you want, and they will have these attributes everywhere. Let's first describe the main mode, Mario GP. Here, the player competes against 7 opponents, 6 in two-player mode, controlled by the CPU across 5 tracks. The goal is to finish among the top 4 positions, where points are distributed. First place gets 9 points, second gets 6, third gets 3, and fourth gets only 1 point. If you finish 5th or lower, you do not rank, and, as a penalty, you must repeat the track. This only happens in this game. In later games, the points mechanic is different, and in my opinion, this factor makes this the hardest game in the franchise. This consumes a life. The game gives you 3 lives. If you lose them all, you get a game over screen and must restart the circuit. However, you can earn a life by finishing in the same position 3 times. At the start of each race, you begin in 8th place. After that, you start where you finished previously. If you came in first, you start at the front. Lakitu appears with a traffic light indicating the start. If you hold down B when it appears, the car will stall if you release too early. This happened to me a lot as a kid because I was in a hurry. You need to press when the second red light comes on to avoid repercussions. Each track must be run 5 times, trying to overtake all competitors to get into first place. To do that, you accelerate, dodge opponents, and avoid leaving the track so you don't lose speed. So far, very similar to other games of its type. But what really made it stand out are the power-ups you can grab during the race. These give you advantages on the track, as well as allowing you to throw them at other racers and make them suffer. Red shell, grumble. Each power-up has its own qualities and will help you in a race. There are 8 different ones. Banana. You can leave it on the track so someone slips on it. It can be thrown backward to prevent overtaking or thrown forward to knock down racers ahead. You have to be careful because you can fall victim to your own banana. Green shell. Thrown as a projectile that bounces off walls, so it can hit you if you don't dodge it. Very useful when an enemy is in a straight line. It can also be dropped like a banana when thrown backward, serving the same function. Red shell. Much more useful than the previous one. It is only thrown forward and tracks the racer until it hits them or an object. Feather. Allows you to make a big jump with your go-kart. This helps you jump over objects or skip sections of the track to create shortcuts. This is its only appearance in the series. Mushroom. Makes you big and increases your speed when activated. Also, if you hit competitors, you knock them off the track, or if there's a cliff, you send them over. Star. Increases your speed for a longer time. If you hit a competitor, you make them spin out. But if you miss, you can fall and lose the effect. One of the most useful items in the game. Coin. Gives you 2 coins. These increase your speed. The more you have, the faster you become, especially on straightaways. Lightning. When used, all competitors shrink, becoming slower. Also, if you touch them, you can crush them, leaving them out of the race for a moment. This effect is short but very useful, especially when you're in last place. This is the best item in the whole game, but it rarely appears. All these items appear depending on your position in the race. The further back you are, the greater the chance of getting the best ones. When you're in front, you often get coins and bananas. To obtain them, you drive over item boxes with question marks. This activates a roulette that you can stop whenever you want. The CPU cannot pick up items. Instead, each character has their own unlimited abilities that they use when you're close to them. DK Jr. throws a banana. Mario and Luigi activate a star without the speed advantage. Yoshi throws eggs. Bowser throws a fireball that oscillates, very hard to dodge sometimes. Koopa throws a shell. Toad and Peach throw poisonous mushrooms, inherited from the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2. They stay in place, but if you touch them, they shrink you, making you lose speed, and if any competitor touches you then, you'll get crushed, which becomes frustrating when they rain bananas on you in the higher difficulty levels. Watch out for the monkey sign. On each track, you'll face different obstacles, mostly enemies from the platformer games. You have to avoid them, or you'll have a lot of trouble for the rest of the race. Also, lying on the ground are coins. Like power-ups, they accumulate to increase your speed, so it's essential to grab as many as you can. Many tracks have cliffs and very tight turns, almost square. You have to take them with caution, or you'll crash, or if there's no edge, you'll fall off. Then you have to endure the animation of Lakitu picking you up and placing you back on the track, charging you 2 coins for the service, while everyone else passes you. Come on, faster, and on top of that you charge me. Additionally, on some tracks, you can hit arrows that increase your speed for a moment. To finish the game, you'll need to use them almost perfectly and avoid falling off the screen. The GP mode has several difficulties, classified as 50 cubic centimeters, 100 cubic centimeters, and 150 cubic centimeters. Initially, you only have the first unlocked. When you finish all 3 circuits in first place, the next difficulty unlocks, where the cars are much faster. You also unlock a 4th circuit, the hardest of all. On the final difficulty, the game rewards you with Mario's head, but what would Mario Kart be without its 2-player mode? Aside from being able to play the cups with another player, 2 players can race on any circuit without CPU opponents. But in my opinion, the most important mode, the one that will steal hours and hours from you, is Battle Mode. In this mode, players are on a square track, and the objective is to land 3 hits on your opponent, using the same mechanics as the racing game. Your life bar is represented by balloons, just like in Balloon Fighter. How many hours did we play this game? How could I forget it? Memory and commercial. Darn commercial. The music was composed by Soyo Oka. Add her to the list of composers. Pulls out a little sheet and writes it down. While the music is pleasant, in my opinion, it's not the best. It becomes just background music, but at least it makes the races enjoyable and prevents you from getting stressed or rushed. This time, it's just okay. The tracks are good, since they're almost the same as from Super Mario World, and they're so well adapted that they feel like part of the universe, as if you could explore them like any level in the platformer. Some tracks have been recycled in future games, which is a testament to how well designed they are. In my opinion, it's a very enjoyable game, especially for people who see games as just games and have only played Pac-Man. It's one of those games that focuses more on having fun than on making you think. Personally, I have a lot of affection for this title. It has its challenge, the gameplay is impeccable, and the desire to keep playing always appears after the last race. It's no wonder Nintendo releases it with improvements on every console, maintaining its freshness and dynamism. Anyone can play it because of its simplicity. Obviously, to master it you need more dedication. But if you just want to pass the time, this game will entertain you and you'll spend hours playing it, no matter who you are. I hope you liked the video. If so, give it a like. If you know someone who might like it, share on your social networks. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. If you have any questions, suggestions, or just want to comment something, feel free to do so in the comments box. Also, if you're a big fan of this channel, hit the notification bell to be among the first to see the videos. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you later.